Ever had one of those moments where you wonder how something really works? How a tiny spark of curiosity grows into a full-blown, proven fact? Well, in this explainer, we're going to map out that exact journey. We're going to walk through the researcher's roadmap, all 11 steps that take an idea from a question to discovery. You know, it always starts with a question, right? A simple, I wonder why that is. But here's the thing. To get from just wondering to actually knowing, you can't just stumble around in the dark. You need a process, a roadmap that makes sure the answers you find are solid and reliable. And that whole process, that's what we call research. All right, so first up, part 1, charting the course. Think of this as the planning stage. Before we even take a single step on this expedition, we've got to draw the map and figure out exactly where we're going. So step 1 is all about focus. You can't just say, I want to research education. I mean, where would you even start? It's huge. You've got to drill down, way down, to a specific, manageable question. Something like, what's the real effect of classroom size on test scores in city high schools? That one focus problem, that's your launch pad for everything that follows. Okay, step 2. This is not just, some light background reading. It's more like listening in on a huge, ongoing conversation that researchers have been having for years. You dive into journals and books to figure out what do we already know for sure. And, more importantly, where are the gaps? Because finding those gaps, that's where your research gets to add something new to the conversation. Now for step 3. This is where you make your educated guess. And it's not a wild stab in the dark, right? Based on all that reading you just did, you come up with a possible answer to your question. This is your working hypothesis, a super clear, testable statement like smaller classrooms lead to higher test scores. And this hypothesis, it basically becomes your North Star for the rest of the journey. So we've charted our course, we know where we're going. That brings us to part 2, designing the expedition. We've got our question, we've got our educated guess, so now, how are we actually going to test it? This is all about creating the blueprint for our trip. Think of step 4, the research design, as your strategic game plan. It's the whole framework. It decides exactly how you're going to collect your info and how you're going to analyze it. A really good design is all about being efficient, getting the absolute most insight you can without wasting a bunch of time, money, or effort. So let's be realistic. You can't study every single high school student in the world, right? It's just impossible. So instead, you study a smaller representative group, and we call that a sample. Step 5, the sample design, is your explicit plan for how you're going to choose that group to make sure it's a good reflection of the whole population. And this choice right here is a really big deal. With a probability sample, it's like a lottery. Every single person in the larger group has a known chance of being picked. That's what lets you confidently say that your findings probably apply to everyone.